Alright, so British summertime is finally here. Kind of. So I'm sat in the garden catching some rays, topping up my vitamin D levels, and actually a week today I fly out to New Orleans for the World Oyster Eating Championships, so I hope to see some of you guys there. That'll be a lot of fun. I should really be practicing, but I didn't practice for croquettes. That turned out okay, so today I'm just gonna go eat some barbecue. Summertime barbecue kind of works. Also, I don't know if you can see that, but there's a tripod in the tree up there. I threw it up there about 18 months ago. I got really angry for some reason. It's still there.
Alright, so I'm at Red BBQ today. This has been requested tons of times. It's a little bit loud, so I'm going to get started real quick. This is the ultimate feast for 4, which costs 80 quid almost, but it looks delicious. So, without further ado, I'm going to get stuck in. Tongs.
Xxxl! What's up, BeardMeatsFood? Welcome back to another video. Tongs? Why would you have tongs for something like this? Surely if you're dining out with friends, you trust their hygiene enough not to have to use tongs.
It is delicious, if a little bit massive.
As you can see, the chicken wings are not really so much wings as, you know, just huge chunks of chicken carcass.
Oh, there's a lot of stuff in here. Brisket's next.
Yeah, so next up is beef brisket, and I should explain what we're doing today. This is the Feast for 4 from Red BBQ. Now, it's not a traditional challenge. This cost me 80 quid, and if I finish it, I do not get it free, so I hope you enjoy this video. I think Kate Ovens did something similar, or she tried to do something similar a few years ago, but a lot of people have been asking me to do Red BBQ for a long time, so I thought we'd just do an old-fashioned takedown. Ooh, hello, sausage.
Alright, now we're on the sausage links.
Yeah, I know you're all probably waiting with bated breath for a childish innuendo, but it's not coming. I'm trying to cut back this week. As you can see, there are a lot of things on this plate, but the cheesy jalapeno sausages were actually one of my favorite things, as was this pulled pork.
Some kind of pulled meat. I think it's beef, but it's delicious, really sweet.
Yeah, I confused it for some kind of pulled beef at first because it was a little burnt, not in a bad way. You expect something from a good barbecue joint to be a little bit charred, but because of that I thought it was beef, not pork. But it turns out it was pork. But it was good pulled pork, right? It was sweet, sticky, smoky, everything you really want from good pulled pork.
Who am I kidding? Let's get rid of the green stuff, yeah? Focus on the tasty things.
Yeah, I don't care what anyone says. The green stuff's going out the window, right? I eat enough leaves through the week, so I also want to save a bit of room for dessert, you know? You know me.
Look at these ribs. These are real ribs.
Not entirely sure what I mean by that. I'm not normally in the habit of eating fake ribs. I think what I'm getting at is the quality here of the ribs is high, although they were a little bit overdone for me. I don't normally like my ribs to be crisp. Much prefer if they're, you know, soft and tender. But they tasted good, you know, again, really smoky, really sweet, and a slight peppery vibe to them, so they were enjoyable. Oops. Onion ring just took unauthorized leave from the plate there. Don't think I noticed, but I'm sure I'll pick up that spare in due course. Anyway, the things on this plate are as follows: baby back ribs, smoked brisket, Xxxl wings. Not sure that's an official size of chicken wing, but they're big. Smoked cheese and jalapeno sausage, pulled pork, Texas toast, tangy slaw, giant onion rings, and of course the dreaded fries.
I need a plate for the bones. Excuse me, but can I just get like a tray or a plate just for the bones? Right, I'm gonna get rid of some of the bones. Not that onion though.
Yeah, you may have noticed before, I'm a little bit OCD when it comes to eating, so I like to kind of clear the plate so I can mentally see how much I've got left. It's weird, I know, but you know, just handle it.
Feel a little bit better now.
So now we're on the Xxxl chicken wings, and these are crispy. They're a little too crispy for my liking. Really no tenderness to the meat underneath, so this was not my favourite part.
The problem with these crispy chicken wings is you can't do the meat umbrella technique because they just crack.
Yeah, I mean the flavour was good, but I like a little juiciness to my chicken wings. I like the kind of peppery zing to the coating they've got on there, and they look nice, but yeah, a little too crisp for me.
Really not looking forward to the fries, but we'll cross that bridge when we get to it. Onion rings. Not just any onion rings though, giant onion rings.
Fairly giant, I think you'd agree. I think I have had bigger onion rings though. Maybe the Sasquatch platter a few weeks ago. I think they were certainly wider, maybe not quite as girthy, but the flavours were good, you know, crisp, sweet, salty, delicious.
Judas ketchup. This sounds like my kind of sauce.
Yeah, as you can see, I'm applying this liberally to the area of irritation. In this case, that area being the fries, because I know it's going to be tough to eat those. It doesn't actually look like there are that many, but I know it's just going to be dull and just... I'm going to get flavour fatigue really quick eating those after all that meat. And I thought Judas ketchup was probably the most appropriate of the line of sauces they do. They do like Louisiana barbecue, mustard, but I left All Pro Eating and signed with Major League Eating, so I do feel like a bit of a Judas sometimes.
Toast. Well, Texas toast. I'm not sure if Mrs. Beard would eat this actually. Probably has a little bit too much flavour for her. I'm gonna dip this in the barbecue beans.
Here you go. This is for the people that say, why do you never dip the dry carby stuff in sauce? I'm dipping it in the beans, okay?
This is a big pot of beans.
The beans were actually really good. I generally don't like barbecue beans because they tend to overly season them, so they taste too smoky, but these were actually perfect, nice and sweet, delicious.
Ugh. Just the fries left.
Yeah, so what we've got left here is pretty much a ton of fries, 4 servings of fries. There's some red chilies in there. You might just be, you'll have to squint to see them because they're pretty small, but they were unpleasantly spicy. The pickles, which actually I don't mind, and some regular non-battered onions, red onions, plus some bones left from all the meat.
Ooh, a delicious piece of sausage.
Oh yeah, and that bonus piece of cheesy sausage. I highly recommend that, by the way. If you ever visit Red's, the sausage is delish.
Alright, I think I'm going to have to pull out a special move from Beard's winner's playbook. I need a milkshake for these chips.
Winner's playbook? Should probably consult that more often. I think I have a success record lately of about, I don't know, 40%.
Try it. I'm sorry, you probably saw like all the way down the back of my throat. Do you have, by any chance, milkshakes?
Yeah, I do. We do milkshakes. I'll get you a menu of these so you can have
Okay,
them.
great. They do milkshakes. Could I get a vanilla custard?
Yeah, of course you can. Do you want booze in it or just normal?
Probably better pass on the booze,
Yeah,
I think.
that's fine with me.
Yeah, I decided to forego the boozy addition to the shake. Had a Corona last week, a Corona the week before. It's becoming a problem.
This world would be a better place without fries. Gotta be careful because this rubbish bin lid is full of little bits of bone now. I need that milkshake. Thank you very much.
Yeah, no worries, darling.
So this thing here is the vanilla custard milkshake. They do like 4 or 5 different shakes, and you can actually get alcohol shots in them if you want. Decided to pass on that, as I mentioned this week. I don't really know why they put whipped cream on top of a milk bottle. Seems a little bit weird, but this was a really creamy, refreshing, sweet change, which it was tactical genius to throw this in at this point.
Just the really cold, hard, sharp ones left now.
Yeah, this is when it becomes a bit of a grind. As you can see, I've been eating 3/4 of an hour, which is quite a long time. So my jaw's getting a little bit tired now, and really I'm just thinking about what dessert I want to eat. I'm just clearing up some of these red chilies and gherkins. Just getting rid of most of the debris, and don't worry, I'll catch that onion ring in just a second. Not the salad though, never the salad.
I think that'll do. You can forget the veggies. I eat enough of these 5 days a week. Might get some dessert though. Delicious, mate, it's delicious. Yeah, give us. I just left the veggies because.
Oh my god. We were like thinking you were veggies or whatever.
Can I have a look at the dessert menu?
Dessert menu, yeah, what you can do?
Sorry if I've made a bit of a mess. Don't worry. Oh, an onion ring. Cheating. I'll just chow on this until the key lime pie gets in.
Felt like a bit of a James Brown moment there. Key lime pie for dessert. A lot of people have been saying that they miss me ordering dessert lately, so I ordered some, and it was delicious. Catch you next time.